Hey, Trisha Hirschberger.
Yes, Steven Zaragoza.
Paul, you gotta start over. I'm like just fucking
You're
death
mad.
staring the camera right now.
That's okay.
Not because we had to do it, I was just doing it. I had my resting bitch face.
Hey, Trisha Hirschberger.
Yes, Steve Zaragoza.
Do you know
God,
what I
stop
hate?
it. No, stop it.
What?
If you're gonna do it that way and Trisha's gonna go that cheesy, you have to go cheesier.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, Trisha Hirschberger.
Yes, Steve Zaragoza.
You know what I hate doing all the time?
What's that?
Driving to that dang store to get razors
What
when I gotta
a
shave.
bother.
Oh, it's the most annoying fucking thing in the world. I fucking hate it. I'd rather die.
Yeah, no one
doubt.
loves that.
So you know what I do instead? I go to Dollar Shave Club, I sign up, and I get stuff sent to my door.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of stuff you say? I don't know. Razors, shave butter, one wipe Charlies,
Mm-hmm.
other types of razors and blades. It's so convenient. I'd rather not die. Did you hear that?
Did you hear that?
What was that, Joe?
Your fucking mind exploding. Dollar Shave Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to dollarshaveclub.com/SFNerd. If you go there, you're gonna get all sorts of stuff. I'll like you more.
The razors are nice for ladies, too.
Yay!
What'd you guys watch on TV last night?
I don't have TV. I have a TV that I watch Blu-rays and Netflix on.
What'd
What'd you watch on Netflix?
Nothing. I was out all night working and meeting. And I went to bed.
You were working. Did you watch
He's a
anything on
player in the
Netflix?
game. Did I? Hayden was watching Futurama, so I watched some Futurama. My favorite thing that I'm watching on Netflix right now is Wildest Islands. Have you guys ever watched Wildest Islands?
No.
It's like, remember the Planet Earth series and how awesome
Yeah,
that
it's
was?
great.
It's like that, but it's about specific groups of islands and stuff, and it goes really in depth with awesome footage. It's amazing. It's
Like
so cool.
Uncharted Territory Islands?
Just like things you know, like
Wow.
and things you
Galapagos?
don't know. Galapagos was one. That one was fascinating. The Hebrides over in England. Have you ever heard of those? Fucking amazing.
Do they go to the Anacapa Island, or like do they go to the one in San Francisco with the jail on it?
Jail Island.
Jail
Island? I'm pretty sure
No
that's,
Escape Island.
pretty sure it's Azkaban.
Azkaban.
Oh yes.
The Prisoners of
Pretty
Azkaban.
sure.
That's pretty good. But then I ended up sitting down and watching Marvel, the Avengers. I watched the Avengers.
Oh, that's cool.
The first time that I've watched all the way through since the first time that I watched it.
Yeah.
And the first time I watched it, I was entertained. I remember leaving going, that was fun. And then going, it wasn't a great movie, but it was fun. I see what they did. I like it more than I thought I did.
It's just a comic.
Yeah.
It's like
Have
a
you
comic
watched it
book
again
live
since?
again.
Have you watched it again since?
No.
It's solid.
I did.
It's really good.
I mean, I own it, but I haven't.
You should watch
watched
it
in a
again.
while.
I think it gets better through extra viewings.
I think it's just it's a comic book made live, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's.
But
fun.
I think the storytelling was better than I gave it credit for. Here we go. You guys
Originally.
know
We're
what
gonna do
I
this.
watch on
Table
Netflix,
talk.
guys. I watch Comedy Bang Bang. You ever watch that?
I've tried a couple times, but I usually like just get a little bit of ADD and go away.
Aw, I've been rewatching the first two Hobbit films because
that's
they've
cool.
been on TV a lot, and it makes me happy.
They make me happy, but they make me sad too because I can already tell they don't hold up over time.
No.
Oh, why do you say that, Joe?
Don't do
You can
that.
already tell like they're like super cheesy and they're not like the effects aren't as good as we hoped they were back
But Martin
then.
Freeman as Bilbo
Martin
was the
Freeman's
best.
so good.
And Ian McKellen's so good.
But you guys, the Hobbit films pale in comparison to the Lord of the Rings films,
I disagree.
and the Lord of the Rings films are already not holding.
I wouldn't say pale in comparison, but definitely Lord of the Rings is way better.
It's way
That would
different.
be paling in comparison.
No,
think
it's
that
way
is.
different.
Well,
The stories are different.
original
Frodo's
trilogy
story and Bilbo's story are very
slices the
different.
throat of the Hobbit movies. And
It's
takes
like
a big old
it's like
dump
the
in 'em.
early Harry Potter books versus the latter
I mean,
Harry
one's
Potter
definitely
books.
a
They're-
kid's book,
yeah,
and the other
yes.
one's for
They're for different
The
audiences.
first three movies are better movies. I'm entertained by The Hobbit.
I love it so much.
I'm excited for the third one. I think the third one's gonna be dark and finally like have some really cool themes in
Yeah.
it.
And then they're going to
Dwarves
focus
die,
on the
guys.
fun back again part.
Hold My Bear from Reddit says, have you ever found anything really awesome at a thrift store or Ramage sale?
Yeah,
Always.
I found the Benjamin Franklin Time Traveler Keytar.
Guitar at one?
Yeah, at a thrift store.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you found like Benjamin Franklin
I found
Traveler
Benjamin
merchandise
Franklin.
at a thrift store. Like someone had
Official
it.
merchandise
Put it in a thrift store.
that came from Mezco.
If I have had 10 favorite shirts in my life, and I made a list of them, and I put where I got them from, I bet you 7 of them were from thrift shops.
Yeah, man, thrift shops have the best shirts. I found a shirt from a thrift store that said "Big Nipples Rule," It was just a black shirt with big white font that said "Big Nipples Rule."
It's pretty amazing.
And I bought it. I was in high school and I wore the shit out of that shirt.
I like that.
You never had the whole like, Steven, there it goes, that you turn that shirt inside out right now immediately.
Yeah, I mean, and I'd be like, all right.
Not because it's offensive, but because I don't agree with the statement.
I like little nipples.
I like
tiny little nipples that are like dark.
I think the general consensus is that little nipples are preferred over big nipples.
I tend to fall into that category.
Me too.
I know a lot of dudes that are into like big old nipples, and I hear about people like rouging their nipples. Doesn't that mean like making them bigger with makeup? I don't know. I really have no idea.
It takes all kinds.
I really don't know.
I found an accordion at a thrift store. I found numerous amazing rare records at thrift stores. I found the best shirts. I found.
See, thrift stores are good, but you know what you're getting into with a thrift store. You're gonna you're like, okay, there's some shirts that I might score. Maybe if I'm looking for a really piece of crap couch,
overalls.
I can get one.
I like overalls.
You're not gonna get
thrift store.
surprised in a thrift store.
I've been surprised many times in a thrift store.
I don't think in a way like, holy crap, I didn't expect something like that.
But we're talking about like Goodwill or Salvation Army thrift store, not like Crossroads.
I'd say they're all in there.
But,
or like Buffalo
they're
Exchange.
all the same. But what I say you find the real gems at rummage sales and garage sales, which I've been doing a lot of.
I haven't done a garage sale.
Teach me how to do that, because I go to garage sales and I always feel like everything I see is junk.
Mostly junk. Like you'll go to 10 different little stops, but once in a while, the gems you find. I'm waiting to score my Nintendo collection at a garage sale. I'm going to show up to one, and some lady's just going to be selling an old NES with like 40 games, and I'm going to get it.
Well, that's how I originally got my. Well, I had my old NES from when I was a kid, but I ended up collecting over 100. It was like 178 was my final count of games or something like that, and some were duplicates. Like I had 3 Mario 3s, but I got them all at garage sales, just going around, and anytime anyone was selling some, if it was like, they do this one for this much and 5 for 10 or whatever.
I scored. Oh shit!
Buy them all.
When I went back home for this wedding that I did last week, I was taking a walk around the neighborhood with my dad because he has a diabetic heart and needs to walk. So I was like, Dad, you gotta walk. Let's go walk. So we went for a walk. Had Jackson on my shoulders. Hayden was on my side. And we saw a garage sale. So we're like, oh, let's go check it out. Went to it. Scored 3 Calvin and Hobbes anthology books.
Oh, cool, man.
$1 each. $1.
Yeah.
That's gold.
Nice.
See, I don't like garage sales so much because I never have cash on me.
Well, if you're going garage selling, you just have to bring cash.
I know, but
you
like
don't
I've
have
never
any.
like planned to go garage selling. Like
That's the thing. You just gotta stop, and then you'll go, oh, I really like this bowl, and they'll go $5, and you'll go, I don't have any cash. Can you put it to the side? I'll be right back.
I've done that.
Yeah.
I go to Frank
you
and
can do that.
Sons. If you go to Frank and Sons in City of Industry, like I haggle all the time over there.
Yeah.
And man, this is all the money I got. I really want that Lilo and Stitch thing.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying you just set it to the side, and they'll hold it for you, and you come back.
Last time I went garage selling, I got this really old label maker. Like, now they have the type out, and it just
Wait, is that the
prints
one
them
with the
out.
dial and the punch?
With the dial.
Yeah.
I love it so
Dude,
much.
I put so many like dick and balls on people with one of those things.
And then labels.
Okay,
that
real
too.
quick. I also found a power glove at a thrift store.
Shut
that's pretty
up.
good.
That's
Hell
great.
yeah, and it was in the package. It came in
How
and
much?
it had this. By the way, a lot of people don't remember this, but the only way the power glove worked is if you had the sensors. Well, that's not necessarily true. You could use it as a controller.
Yeah.
Like without anything extra, but if you wanted to use the motion features, you had to have these sensors that you stuck around the TV screen. So it had the sensors too.
Do you remember when Freddie put on the power glove? The power glove!
Oh yeah, exactly. Now you're playing with power. Now you're playing.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
He was
In the
literally
Freddy
playing
movies.
with his feet up like this.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
watch scary movies.
It's not.
But
Those are
I
ridiculous.
would watch it just to see Freddie play with the power glove.
It's
We'll find that
that
on
one's not
YouTube.
scary at all. It's so
Okay.
silly.
That's the cheese. That's when they start to get
okay.
cheesy.
That was Freddy's Dead.
I don't
Okay.
know. It
Freddy's
might have
Dead.
been.
Yep. How much was it?
It was like $30, $40.
Oh, see, but they knew that's the thing about garage sales is they wouldn't know. The power glove at a garage sale would be like $5.
$10. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can get that pretty cheap.
Another thing I found was a virtual boy, a working virtual boy.
oh, who wants
Yeah.
that?
I wanted it!
These days I do
don't
want
want
it.
that.
These days I do.
I played that stupid tennis game like over and over again, and then my head hurt.
Yeah,
like
I was gonna
shit
say you
afterwards.
didn't get sick from the virtual boy.
I mean, I didn't get
please.
sick, but I got really like my eyes were fucked.
You get sick from 3D
What is
movies.
the Oculus
No, I know.
Rift if it's not just a virtual boy?
I get sick, and sometimes I'm. No, I don't.
3D IMAX?
No.
Really? Okay.
I think we answered that question.
I think we did.
Yeah. By the way, I fucking love thrift stores. I will go into them. I don't have the bias of like dirty clothes or whatever. Like most of the things I've worn to the streamies and to any other fancy event have all come from thrift stores. The coats, the funny jackets.
You can
all
get some
thrift
good
stores.
stuff. That's
Yeah.
why I got that kick-ass scumbag Steve coat that I still have.
Perfect. Also, you know what I found in a thrift store
it.
in shit, it was when Sarah and I went to Yellowstone. We went to like some thrift store in Montana or something. Shit, maybe it was New Orleans. Anyway, we went into a thrift store. It was some trip. It was one of these trips. It was either the New Orleans trip or the Yellowstone trip.
You know.
I think it was Yellowstone, but I found a Showbiz Pizza Rockafire Mitzi mozzarella mug. And it was the fucking coolest.
Wait, say those like 7 words you just said together that we're all supposed to know what they meant.
Okay, a Showbiz Pizza Rockafire Explosion Mitzi mozzarella mug.
I have no idea.
So
what
Showbiz
you're saying.
Pizza was Chuck E. Cheese. Was like
Okay.
before Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, it was
there was
pre-Chuck E.
Showbiz
Cheese. Okay.
Pizza.
Before a rat became a mascot for children.
Exactly. Before
Hey, a mouse
before
is
rat,
a Disney, and it's very successful.
In fact, before it was a rat, it was a bear, a gorilla, a mouse, and another bear. And a dog, but Rockafire was the very first pizza place with robots as like a band,
Okay.
and it was a full band. And then what happened was that Chuck E. Cheese came in and they bought the Rockafire. No, they bought Showbiz Pizzas. All Showbiz Pizzas became Chuck E. Cheese, and the guy that owns the Rockafire band, like, did not allow them to use the Rockafire characters, so they just ripped off the skin of the
Made new
Rockafire
ones?
characters and just threw shitty costumes on top of them, and that's who the Chuck E. Cheese
so
characters
who's
are.
Mitzi Mozzarella or whatever?
I think he's the chef guy. Or no, the chef is the drummer, isn't he? The girl bird, I think. is Mitzi
Oh,
Mozzarella.
okay.
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
Yeah,
Dude.
and there was Fats Domino, I think his name was, or Fats some.
I
the
love
gorilla
that
on
you
the
know
keyboard.
so much.
Yeah,
Chuck E.
well, it's
Cheese
because
trivia.
it's because there's a fucking amazing documentary called The Rockafire Explosion. I don't know if it's on Netflix. But
When are we watching
we
it?
have to fucking watch it
Okay.
because it's so
Movie
good.
night.
It's all about Aaron Fechter and creative engineering and like how he.
And puppets.
By the way, Aaron Fechter says that he invented the whack-a-mole, like the actual
Oh,
whack-a-mole
wow.
game, but he couldn't prove it, so he like didn't make any money off of it.
That sucks.
And recently, Aaron Fechter's the sad. It's so sad because like he like retained the rights to the Rockafire band, but like nobody cares.
Nobody gives
and,
a
like,
crap.
He like sold the last Rockafire band like a couple of years ago, and he still like made some of them for people that wanted
He
them in their
just
private
sits
collection.
in his basement making Rockafire bands.
I mean, he kind of did, but the saddest
Don't
thing
worry,
is.
son, there will be a comeback.
So weird.
By the way, his wife is like strangely super hot too. You got to look into that.
Because he made her.
made
She's a robot.
She's a robot. But check this out. Recently, like I want to say, like even less than a year ago, his factory burned down, and so like all of his old Rockafire stuff was like destroyed.
Wow.
He's got like a real sad life.
I love how much you know about it.
Yeah, I love it. I was fascinated by it
Steve's
for a very
way
long
watch
into
it now.
it, guys.
Rockafire Explosion.
You know what else Steve's way into? Luther Stewart and MS4995 says, what's your
Dicks.
favorite brand of dick? No, he says, what's your favorite brand of potato chip?
Oh man, I can go
Steve
down on
has potato chips. Okay, if we can say Cheetos is a potato chip, I pick Cheetos.
chips or chips. Let's
Chips
just
or
say
chips.
that.
So not
Chips or
Cheetos.
chips.
I guess
no,
Bugles.
cheese, it's chips.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cheetos count?
Yeah, Cheetos.
Oh,
count.
Bugles are good too.
I'd say Bugles or Funyuns.
Yeah, I was thinking about making the top 10 Frito-Lay chips.
Oh,
countdown.
I like that for a top 10
Right?
episode.
Well, only Frito-Lay?
Just Frito-Lay, because
Okay.
I think they are the kings of chips.
so
You
it's
gotta
like
limit it.
Fritos, Doritos.
My number one, spoiler alert, is sour cream and onion. Hands down, Frito-Lay sour cream and onion.
Ruffled or flat?
Flat. And I would go as far as saying they're refreshing. And that weird little
Wow.
chip. Right behind that is Tapatio Doritos. Right behind that is Ruffles sour cream and cheddar.
Those
Also
are good.
really good.
Oh yeah, I can't eat too many of those. Same with the sour cream and onion. Like I get this gross, like I'm gonna puke
Man,
type
no,
feeling if I
that's
eat
called
too
a
many of them.
mouthgasm.
I
Good.
think
It's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're so good. What
Joe
else
has
is
a
good?
very
Cheetos
different
are good
palate
in
than
there.
I do.
I like Pringles.
I love
Pringles are
Cheetos.
good.
Pringles
I used
are
to
good.
love Pringles. I feel like they changed their formula because that's what it is. It's a formula.
Interesting.
It's
I
not a
haven't had
recipe.
one in-
No, it's
It's
Like-
a scientific formula.
Would you say in the past year?
In the past, like 5 years, like I used to really just chow down on Pringles. I can't do it
I had
anymore.
like I want to say they have like a new extra crunchy Pringle that's like super like.
Really?
It's like tougher. And
It's just stale. It's been in your house a while.
yeah, exactly. But there was like a pickle flavor that was like really good.
Oh,
I
interesting.
dug that a lot.
I like the baked chips too. Like
Baked-
I know everyone's
baked are
like,
good.
"Oh, the baked aren't as good."
I like
Let me challenge. Go to baked Doritos for like your next
I like baked
3
Doritos.
bags of baked Doritos,
Yeah.
and then go back to original Doritos and like they're too like greasy and they're too
Salsa
much.
Verde
like, you want
Doritos.
them.
I
Those
like
are really
baked
good.
Salsa Verdes are great.
Baked Doritos are great.
And
Have you
baked
guys-
Cheetos are good too.
baked Cheetos are really good too. I like the baked chips. I'm into them.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Doritos 3D.
I
Remember
Oh, the
Doritos
cup
3D?
I do.
ones.
I remember.
They weren't that
They
good.
weren't that good.
I fucking love Doritos 3D. They were so. Wow,
so close.
Trisha. They were
Sorry,
so
Ellen.
good. And then every once in a while there'd be like the broken
broken
one
one?
with the bubble, and you'd be like, oh, cool.
Well, never said cool. Do you remember Wow? WOW?
No.
Wow Lays. They were using
Wait.
a different oil, but they had to
Yes,
discontinue.
it was
Olestra?
sunflower
Was it
oil or
Olestra?
something, right?
I forget what it was,
It might
but
have
they
been
had
Olestra. It was
'cause
giving people diarrhea.
Well, I was giving them anal leakage.
Yeah, that's
They had-
Olestra.
That was Olestra, yeah.
Olestra, yeah.
They had to discontinue them because your butt would cry.
Make your
It's so
butt cry.
scary when they come out with like this new, like, it's so much healthier for you. Like when we were talking about diet sodas before.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, it's so healthy,
Diet
go to
sodas
this
are worse.
instead. And you're like, great, I'm gonna do this, it's gonna be good for my body. And then you get anal leakage.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, if you're not making it yourself, you're not eating a recipe. You're eating an algebraic equation.
Pretty much.
That's it.
And it's a
Yeah.
big roll of
You're
the dice.
eating science.
And also, like, it hasn't been long enough for us to know what the long-term effects are.
But
of
that
a lot of
goes
stuff.
that goes for a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
Like I had a friend that looked into Drew Barrymore.
Shut up!
surgery.
Chili cheese Fritos.
Oh, chili cheese Fritos!
Okay, I'm joking. Go back to
They're
your
okay.
Wait a
chili
minute.
Cheese Fritos.
No, go back to your comment.
What were the Fritos that are like spiral? Twist,
I know the
twist
twists,
ones?
and they're okay. They're like a honey barbecue.
Yeah, miles water, and I want them.
Okay,
No, I was
back
just
to your
gonna say,
comment.
as far as like not knowing how things are gonna turn out later, I had a friend that was looking into the Drew Barrymore cheek surgery, like to make your round cheeks more like. And they,
What?
yeah, I had a friend that was looking into this.
I don't understand
and
that.
She never got it done because her surgeon told her, we can do it, but just so you know, like you
We don't know what's
naturally
gonna happen."
lose fat in your face as you get older, and we don't know what you're gonna look like as you age.
I always think of
So every time I see a celebrity now that's like aging and starting to look like Skeletor, I'm like, maybe you had that cheek surgery.
I will never forget. Like I always think of in Brazil, like that movie, that Terry Gilliam movie.
Yeah,
in
it's so
Brazil, that woman
weird.
that's like her. She just keeps getting plastic surgery, and at some point her face is like just completely fucking stretched out.
Like in Doctor Who.
Yeah, like that woman that they have to spray down with
Yeah.
the water. By the way, I saw someone cosplaying that at Comic-Con.
Oh, that's
It was
pretty good.
really great.
That's
that.
awesome.
Yeah, they had their face through that one side, and then they had people walking around with little spray things
That's
next to them.
hilarious.
What I would have liked is if they would have had a couple people that had to push him around, and she was actually like laying on a like a gurney.
Oh, that would have
behind
been
it.
that would have been
You
great.
had to like
that
roll
would've
her
been
around
good.
instead of carrying it
That
around.
would have been great.
I think I saw that one that you're talking
You
about.
think? Yeah. By the way, really quick, I need to mention this. We're going into Toronto, Joe and I. I don't know when this goes
This will
up.
be
It's
this will
going
be after Toronto.
up. So we're back from Toronto.
We're back. It was great. R.I.P.
I'm
Philip
sorry.
DeFranco.
Yeah, R.I.P. me. I'm sorry I died, guys.
yeah.
On the plane,
Sorry.
on the way back, it really sucked.
Sorry.
But this is my post-mortem. I'm sorry. And
He loves you all.
yeah, and my porn folder password is going to be in the description down below for you guys that want to get into my porn through the cloud.
That was
But
nice of you. Mm-hmm.
yeah, well, you know, share the love. Share the load.
Literally.
Anyway, come on, buddy. I've got to mention that while in Toronto, if I don't come back with ketchup chips, I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh, you love ketchup chips.
I fucking
There you
love
go.
ketchup
Really?
chips. Love them. Love them. Love them. Love them.
They
Love them.
always
Maui
had too
sweet onion.
sweet of a taste.
Maui
Oh,
sweet
so
onion from
good.
Tim's Chips. Those ones are
Oh,
also
it's okay.
really
Those
good.
are okay.
I
yeah.
can't believe you guys haven't talked about putting bugles on your fingers yet.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a given.
It's
when
just a
someone-
well, you know.
It's a well. Well, you do
What?
it. You do it.
We've discussed bugles before.
By the way,
They're so good.
kettle cooked chips.
Okay.
I like the crunch.
Oh yeah.
I like
Can't go
the
wrong
crunch.
with
They do have a different crunch.
a good corn chip for salsa dipping.
Sure, but it's
I like the
it's gotta be
Tostitos,
salty.
the scoops ones.
The
little
scoops are great.
scoops, so you can get all that salsa and guac.
We talked a lot about chips.
I like fruit chips.
That was the question.
You ever had fruit chips? Last night I had a bag of apple chips.
Oh no,
Those are good.
It was good.
I've had. I was trying to be healthy at the movie theaters, and I bought the like veggie and fruit chips snack. bars
Veggie?
they
That was
have.
dumb, girl.
It was so bad. I got
Veggie
like
and fruit.
yeah, it was like health.
Nope.
Chips.
You go to the movies,
I got
you go all
like 2
in.
bites into it, and because you're at the movie theater, so all you smell is buttery popcorn. And like 2 bites into these veggie chips or whatever they are, and I was like, screw this, and I just went back out and bought popcorn.
I don't even pretend. I
couldn't.
go to the movies going, like, I know I'm going to lose a lot of money and I'm going to be very unhealthy for the next 2 hours, and I'm okay
Yep.
with it.
Yeah. It's kind of like an institution.
Yep.
You can't not get
I-
popcorn.
And they know it too.
And
That's why they
goobers.
jack the
I need
prices up.
goobers in my
I'm a
popcorn.
Raisinets guy. I know a lot of people
Really?
don't like Raisinets, but I love them.
I'm just a
I need
popcorn
goobers.
and drink guy now. I used to be popcorn and a candy. My candy of choice back in the day was Sour Patch Kids.
I'm just
Oh.
I'm just an idiot.
The chocolate with the popcorn's lovely. Why are you just an idiot?
I don't know. I mean, I was just like I heard Joe say I'm just a popcorn guy, and it
just
just
an
made me
idiot.
think about how.
Did you just
I'm an
read it, you dumbass?
Chem Astree,
Oh.
which is just chemistry with ass
okay.
capitalized in there.
No, it's Cam Astry.
I thought
Chem
it was
Astry.
the name Kim. Kim
No,
Astree.
Chem Astree.
Would you like an ass try?
An ass try.
Anybody for an ass try?
I don't want to know what
Anyone?
that is.
You want to have a go at an ass try?
No, I'm not ready to try the ass try.
Well, call me
Okay.
when you are.
What is it? Have you done it?
Look, you have to come to the ass try room. But what happens in ass try room stays in ass try room.
Sure
Well,
does.
Does it cost any money?
Come into my room.
This is too ambiguous.
Steve, just go into his ass tray.
No, I'm not
I don't
going
know.
in there.
It'll take time.
How long?
A time.
Well, like I can't be in there all day. Is it an all day thing?
It happens during the day.
I gotta not be anywhere near this. I don't want anything to do with it.
I like finding
It's the
stuff
most
that's
ambiguous-
so weird that even Steve won't
It's
go.
too ambiguous. I want nothing to do with it. Would you do that?
No! Anyone calls something an ass try? I don't care how long. I don't care what room it's in. I don't have any questions to ask. It's
Where
a
do
no.
people come out when they leave the room?
A place.
Like, is it around here?
There's an exit.
Can I go there and talk to the people that come out?
Maybe.
Point to me where the exit is. I'm gonna look this up on Yelp right now.
It's everywhere.
Let me see.
See what other people have to
There's
say about
nothing
the
about
ass
ass try in here. It's just a location, no reviews.
The map won't load. Where is it?
How long has this been here, ass try?
A time.
You're an asshole. You know
No,
that?
ass try.
Ass try.
You're mispronouncing it.
I hope you die in a fire, sir.
That's not nice.
I don't appreciate your ambiguity and your vagueness. Kim Astry says, when did you last question your sexuality?
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
I'm like trying to think if there's an
College.
You question? I never did.
I never did either.
I questioned in college because I went to theater school, which is super, everyone makes out with everybody else
Sure.
and like it's not a thing. And I was like, I don't dislike making out with women, so maybe that means that
Man.
I'm bisexual.
Trisha.
Like maybe it's, and then I thought, what?
Trisha's my favorite!
Oh,
Trisha's my favorite!
No,
Somewhere
wait.
the world pants just exploded.
You can't say that. You can't say
His pants just.
Wait, did you hear that? Did you guys hear that? Are we under attack?
That sounded like a sonic boom. Sounded like something broke the ozone layer.
Wait, no, there's a sigh. There's been a sigh that's just been going on since that first pop.
A sigh. I remember there was a time as a teenager where I did not have a girlfriend. I was very depressed. I was very sad, and I thought maybe I just don't like. Maybe girls don't like me because maybe I'm not into girls or something, or maybe I'm not. Like I had this real weird time in my life where I was just so depressed. I was like, maybe girls just isn't my thing. And then I thought about guys for a second, and I was like, yeah, maybe I'll just try girls. Keep trying girls.
I don't think like there was ever like an existential moment where I was like really truly questioning my sexuality in any way, shape, or form. But there were times when, as a young man, and you heard about people questioning their sexuality, I would go, huh, am I supposed to be questioning my sexuality right now? Do I feel guilty because I'm not?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a legit
But that
way
being
to
said,
feel.
because I've always been super secure about my sexuality, I've probably kissed more guys than most heterosexual men.
I've witnessed Joe
in
kiss
fact-
many men.
I can say it right now. I have kissed more guys than girls in my entire life because I've
That's
only
true.
been with Sarah pretty much, and I dated very.
And you don't kiss other women because that'd
No,
not
I
be
don't
nice
kiss
to
other
Sarah.
women.
It's not funny.
It's not funny and it's
funny.
weird.
Yeah.
You know what? It's so it's so true because like you boys can be like, oh, we're gonna be silly and kiss each other on the lips. If I was on the show with another girl, we're like, oh, we're gonna be silly and kiss each other on the lips. Guess what? That's not a joke.
But you're also talking.
That's
you're
not
so
silly.
used to how we act now that you're talking as if it's normal. You work in any other work environment. I think even in comedy, you're not going to find as people as
I do definitely realize on a daily basis
We're just weird.
how things that I think are completely acceptable because I work here are not
Yeah.
completely
Yeah.
acceptable at all. I can't tell you how many people I've shown, come on in,
Oh, yeah.
don't think
Like I made
it's
the big mistake of
appropriate
showing.
or funny.
I've talked about this already, but just showing a picture of me with my sneaky nuts, like here in the office, and it was like the worst thing I'd ever done to a group of my outside friends.
Yeah. they're like,
Yeah.
What's wrong with
I
you?
was like, yeah, I guess it's just it's not
People-
the same. It's not the same here.
Like we were incredibly fortunate that it was you, me, Lee, and Elliot at first.
Yeah.
And that Trisha was accepting. Yeah. Because Elliot was surprisingly weird too, but
Elliot opened up more over time.
the three, you, me, and Lee, from the start, were not
From
afraid
all
to
about
start
getting your
being
heinies out.
Weird.
yeah,
I
we
think-
were like that was like our college together. Like we were all just
I
experimenting
think
on
like
each other.
in my first day in here, I probably saw a butt.
You probably
yeah.
saw Lee's butt or my
I
butt.
saw a butt, and I remember after being here a while, Joe saying that I wasn't officially in the gang yet because I hadn't farted loudly
Yeah.
in the office.
We're
Like,
waiting
these
for
are
it.
just normal things.
That's definitely something I gotta watch
That
out for in
happened
the rest
here.
of the world, where I'm like,
The farting
I'm
loud.
like about to just go, I'm in a bank.
Can I tell you guys? Can I tell you guys something? I actually farted on the Frankenstein MD set,
How'd it go?
and it was like at first I was
Like
really
real
nervous.
loud?
Yeah. I was real nervous about it, but I think most people were okay with it. But there's like crew and like other people that I haven't really quite acquainted myself with yet, so it was a little awkward.
I brought up in a public setting that I had a picture of your nuts on my phone, Steve.
Yeah.
And
I think we all do. I think I still have.
yeah,
one.
well, that's what I was like. No, it's sneaky nuts. It's
Yeah.
it's what Steve does. And other people are like, you have a picture of a man's scrotum on your phone.
I mean, look, if you're not around children, what's the problem?
Yeah, no.
They're gonna
sneaky
learn
nuts
sometime
around
anyways.
kids.
There's a high percentage of people in the world that have nuts, and they genuinely and generally look the same.
Is this nut pride?
Nut pride.
I just say, yeah, get up on your your nut
Get up
box.
on yourself.
Get up
on your on your soapbox, nut box,
on your
and be
scrot
proud
box.
of your scrotum, your scrot box. It's good.
Vote
It's
for
good.
scrote.
Vote for scrot. Don't be ashamed of your
My
scrotum.
favorite thing that Steve and I have ever done, like I've said millions of times, don't send nudie pics of yourself because they're gonna be there forever. The closest thing I've ever done to a nudie pic is
man.
with Steve. Every
Oh,
year
man.
during Oscar times, we get screeners, and screeners are the movies that the studios send to all the people in SAG and stuff to so they can vote on Best Actor
On SAG
and
Awards.
stuff like that. So every year, whoever gets the first screener between me and Steve will take a picture of us holding it, but we hold it. I think the first one every year
I think
is
the first one is.
every year is I take the screener and I pull my pants all the way down and I put it in my butt cheeks.
And he holds it in his butt
And I do a
cheeks, yeah.
profile shot of the thing. So the first year was Argo. I was like, hey, look what I got. And this year it was Dallas Buyers Club.
Oh yeah.
And then
How appropriate!
Yeah,
and then
That's great.
Steve will one up me.
Yeah.
And I forget what you did this
I
year.
think I'm pretty sure I put my nut sack on top of Matthew McConaughey's
Well,
face.
all I was thinking about as you guys were describing this, because I've never seen these pictures. This is not a text chain
You know what
that
I could
involves
do?
everyone in the office. These is these two. All I can think is, oh, DVDs. The hole in the middle is not big enough to put your Frank through.
No, it's not.
No, it's
Not these days. Look, I could probably go through the Joe texts and go as
Can
far
I see
back.
it?
Well, it's got to be like January or
I
something.
don't think
right?
You may have went. I've never went nut. You've always been okay with going that far, but
Steve loves to show the brain.
Oh yeah, you gotta show the chewing gum. Gotta have some fun with the gum.
These are reasons why we're an HR night.
We are.
Boy.
I mean, yeah, we're. Oh, here's the Argo one, or there's the Dallas Myers
we
Club
can't
one.
show that one. It's too
Look, this is the answer to it.
Oh boy! Oh my!
And that was it. We stopped.
I thought
from
it was
there.
more profile. That's too bad.
We stopped. Yeah.
It's not so much a profile as it is straight on butt.
Everything is looking at how deep Matthew McConaughey is into Joe's ass.
He's swimming in my butt.
How happy is he about this situation?
I'm
though?
suffocating him.
I think he's happier in Joe's butt.
He's dying.
Oh man, he was deep enough in there that he
You can-
almost didn't make his acceptance speech.
He's downstairs.
Yeah, just to give you, okay, if you've ever seen the front of the Dallas Buyers Club DVD,
Well, it's not
that
even
cover-
like the DVD. It's the SAG
Oh,
screener.
the screener. Wait, the screener doesn't have the same.
The screener's a different photo. Yeah.
Oh man.
You could
Well,
barely find a
Matthew
photo.
McConaughey's whole face is in Joe's ass.
Gone. Just gone. You see a little bit of a cowboy hat, and that's it. All right, well, guys, that's it for Table Talk. Thank you so much for watching. I know we didn't say it in the beginning, but if you want to submit topics for the bowl, you can use the hashtag Table Talk on Twitter, or you can go to the appropriate thread on SourceFed's subreddit on the Reddits.
Yes.
And that's that. We'll
And
see you guys next time.
let us know in the comments how you tell your friends that you got a new DVD.
Send us your pictures of DVD
Would you-
molestation.
What was the name of that room? The ass try? Would you go into the ass try? Would you?
Matthew McConaughey did.